It's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, one of the best games ever made. Probably not actually, but it's real good. I have fond memories of this game. I don't know why I eventually picked this game up, to be honest. I don't know, because I remember being like, oh, this kind of looks dumb, I don't know. Like, I would see this game on the shelves in the store, and then I picked it up and I was like, damn, this is fucking awesome. I do legally own this game, by the way, to all the Nintendo lawyers that are waiting with bated breath to hear if I ripped this legally. Here we are. Bean. First appearance of Bean. So this game is fucking obsessed with beans. You will be so sick of beans. The L on Luigi's hat is also red. Let's just consider this briefly. They also packaged Mario Bros with this game. One of the worst games of all time. Don't know why they keep doing that shit. Yeah, this game's about like beans and international travel, I guess. I'm not gonna read out all the dialogue. Look at these fucking, look at this. Look at that sprite. So yeah, these are like diplomats. Oh look, and there's the little bean boy back there. Look at him. Evil bean boy. I remember the plot of this game. This is like some weird, this is a very specific kink, actually. Also, such a weak witch laugh. Nah, you're not Mr. Krabs. You must cackle. Peach's voice gets like sucked away. And her words explode. And she's like, oh my goodness, I can't control my words exploding. And that day, a new kink was born. Nice. Mario is naked. So basically, to those of you who have played Paper Mario, this is like that, but better. It's better, dude. The combat's actually fun. Mario RPGs can never stand to have just normal RPG combat. Oh yeah, I play as Toad for a little bit here. So I'm playing this with a SNES controller, by the way. Hey, he's humming his own theme. What a prick. Wow, murder! What an asshole Mario is. Nice. Oh yeah, and Bowser's just, as always in Paper Mario, in like Mario RPGs, Bowser's just kind of here. He's never like the main bad guy. He's the tutorial in this game.
Let me tell you all about action commands!
With the emulator I have, there's gonna be almost no lag, so I can't blame like emulator jank, because this is the one I was playing Rhythm Tengoku on. This is like one weakness of this entire series. I remember Bowser's Inside Story in particular was just like, bruh, with some of the tutorials. Also, Peach is just streaming out tears. That's about it. I like how Luigi's like, bye-bye. Luigi's the best part of this fucking game. The goodwill ambassador from our neighbor, the Beanbean Kingdom, just paid a visit. And they put poop a stink of air, bad smell air in her face. And she drops like little runes. And she's like, I'm so sorry. It's like such a fourth wall breaking thing, too. I wonder if those little symbols are like Japanese wingdings, you know? Yeah, and Bowser's like, fuck that! Mario, do something super! So Bowser's like, I'll just wait here. Oh, right, no, we team up at the beginning of the game. I kind of forgot about the whole, like, beginning area. Like, the meteors or whatever. It's very Super Mario RPG-esque. Which I did stream Super Mario RPG. And as of yet, I have also done Super Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door. I was planning on doing the original Paper Mario soon, but I was thinking about this and I was like, I kind of want to play this more.
Oh, wow, my mushroom! Be gentle!
You got it for me? No! It's mine now, cocksucker. Oh dear, ack trouble. I don't actually know, but I'm just gonna say yes. Oh. That away! You know, that little orb in the corner actually reminds me a lot of Monster Force, which is another GBA game that I played recently. It reminds me of like the way the power-ups look. Show me that super jump. Oh, hell yeah. That was so awesome. Mario, you're the only one in the whole world who can jump like that. You rule. This is gonna sound so stupid, but these games actually are the most personality that is ever given to like Mario and Luigi. Like normally there's such fucking like, Luigi is more full of personality, but Mario is normally such a blank fucking slate. But like this and Mario RPG, Paper Mario, he's pretty flat there too. Yeah, so I recently returned from a really nice trip to the Beanbean Kingdom. Hoo Hoo Mountain, Oh-Ho Ocean, Chucklehuck Woods. I love Chucklefuck Woods, man. Tee-Hee Valley, so much to see. And yes, they're all themed after goddamn laughter. So you're just gonna... Bye-bye. I love the little, just like totally offensive Italian stereotype voices they have. Master Mario! My back! Look at how weird Toadsworth looks. His bell end is like too small. Does anybody feel that? Like his shaft is too wide and his bell end is too small. Yeah, this is my like inventory. He's balding. His fucking ship is so, like, dopey looking. I like how he just has this. He didn't, like, use this to attack the castle earlier. He just walked in there. This was just the way that he, like, pulled up. He even parked, like, he didn't park like an asshole. He just pulled up like a normal human being. I guess he is taking up an entire road.
Your gnarliness! The baddies have just arrived!
Hell yeah. Oh, this music. He's just trying to sneak between them. Your filthiness. I love their dumb names for him. This is a pretty epic cutscene. Wow, look at that little Luigi sprite. Oh, God. Well, he was like standing on like a spinning blue poker chip. What the fuck was that? His legs were doing weird shit. Mario and Mr. Green Mario Brother Guy. The first of about 1 trillion of that joke in these games. Another thing that they do 1 billion trillion times in these games is having like analogs of Mario and Luigi. And this is another like early instance of that where there's always like 2 characters, a red guy and a blue guy. This will happen 1 billion times. You're about to enter the Beanbean Kingdom, so you have your passports with you, right? He's like, oh, well then you're going to fucking jail. And we're not gonna report you missing back to your home country. Look at that. Beans are so fucking integral to this game. The item thing, the item menu selection is a mushroom and a bean. And now he's gonna say, now don't pull a funny face. Yeah, boy. I gotta make them both like fucking terrified. Just completely fucking terrified. Oh, this is also sort of a tutorial on swapping characters. This is a baby check. And away we go. I was really worried that it was gonna be like in the brief interlude between scared poses, it was just gonna take a normal picture. I honestly was like not huge on, like I played Mario RPG and it was definitely, there were lots of aspects of it that were really like charming and cool, but some of the least viewed VODs of all time, by the way. The combat was just so boring to me. There was like a significant emulator issue going on though, where there was like not only input lag, but like there was like desync between the visuals and the sound that was happening, and I don't know, it made the timed hits really weird. But I don't know, I just prefer the combat of this game so much more because it's like, I think if you're excellent at it, you can just take no damage. Which I hate in RPGs when you just have to sit there and allow an enemy to attack you. And it's like, okay, the best I can do is like guard. Yeah, a lot of famous Mario sound bites I feel like came from this game. Like that sounds a lot like one from Mario 64, but I think it's a different recording. I've done that at the grocery store before. Like, remember when in Mario Odyssey it showed that Goombas are capable of love? That implies higher thought, does it not? There's like fucking Goombario and shit too. Yeah, isn't a Goomba like the main character? There's a principal character in Bowser's Inside Story, and then in Bowser's Minions there's also like a main character Goomba, right? Eh? Luigi gets fucking abused in these games. Look at his eyes! Oh my god, I love that animation. Like, I can't imagine, how did they do that in the remake, where Mario and Luigi look more like actual normal Mario and Luigi? What's all the hoopla? Sounds like a lot of sound. Hoopla, 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 hoop, hoop, hoop. He's got a good laugh. He speaks in weird broken English and sounds like a meme. Here we fucking go. Look at him. Simply look at him. He looks a lot like his concept art, which I know is like no shit, but sometimes there's a big disparateness. Oof, look at his face. I love his just massive teeth too. I don't know, what is Fink Rat? Also, the sprites really do disappear every once in a while. That's a little sad, but oh well. Wow, he fucked us up. Use that attack in battle, dude. Meteorites confirmed! Even like the plasma that comes off of our bodies as we enter the stratosphere is red and green. Oh god. Wow, he's fucking dead. The Koopa Cruiser, we haven't finished paying it off. Well, well, talk about a nice surprise. Look at these fucking dudes, by the way. Classic, like, sumo brothers. I'm sure you guys know this is the border of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's the border, and since we're the border security, we can't let you in till you do some jumping. They juke and jape you so hard in this game. Oh, look at him, he's dancing. Wow, I'm the first guy to beat that. Holy shit. I love how they're like, we're such good border agents. We give people an arbitrary jumping challenge, and we've literally never accepted someone. Like, that's so fucked up. Honestly, how fucked is that? This is awful. These big ass pipes. Oh my god, I remember these big ass pipes. Also, to those of you who have never played these, Mario and Luigi are like spiritually linked. So if I jump Mario up here, Luigi has to jump up as well, or else Mario can't move. They're connected by an invisible umbilical cord at all times. He fell smack dab into the middle of this guy's fucking cannon. What an unfortunate accident. You'll give me all 119 of your coins? Mario's like, easy. Pour them right into his eyeballs. This is the Beanbean Kingdom. Suppose I'll have to calculate their value at the local currency. Let's see, at today's exchange rate, 119 mushroom coins are worth 10 Beanbean coins. Wow, what an asshole. So this is like a very... What does that mean? The conversion rate is like insane. So what does that actually mean for this country? Because it's not just like the quantity is different. It's like the value is different too, by like a lot. Do I really have to go win 100 coins? Is this real? Is this my only option? Wow. It's like Mushroom Kingdom has insane inflation issues, right? I'm not talking about some kink shit. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is the only thing you need to see to know that there's inflation issues going on there. The economy is fucked. But the guy, okay, I know what you mean, that like, you know, there are other countries that have a different ratio, but that doesn't mean it's just inflation. But he also acted like 100 coins is like nothing in the Beanbean Kingdom. Like, not only did he convert it, but the conversion, like, do you understand what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying ratio. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But, like, he valued it a lot less. It's like, you know, if somebody from Japan came over here and gave somebody, like, a few dollars, they wouldn't think, like, whoa, I'm giving them so much money because the conversion rate is so crazy, you know? Does that make sense? Yeah, the cost of living must be absolutely massive in comparison. Yes. I guess that is kind of... That's not really what I'm saying, but that is... I agree with that. That agrees with my sentiment. By the way, I know, like, nearly nothing about economics. I will not pretend to know anything. Yeah, I think we are missing the real point here. All this talk of economics is distracting from bean game, bean game, bean game, bean game. I think that's the real lesson to learn here. I love that Mario and Luigi will just look absolutely terrified at me every time I open the menu. Sergeant Starshade, the shooting stars we just witnessed were an alien bombardment, perhaps. Oh, right, he says that. This is like a total Japanese translation into English thing. I suppose. Yeah. Also, these guys are Mario and Luigi. Yeah, they are hideous. The official art of these guys is fucking amazing, because they look exactly as goony as they do in this. It is a vivid green color that pierces the eye. Right, each one can only look, because we're standing in layers. So the bottom guy can only see Luigi, and the top guy can only see Mario. Mario is a top. I love how, like, they don't even need to teach Mario and Luigi this move. Mario just hops on Luigi's head instinctively. And I love that you just totally abuse each other to do the special moves in this game, too. Can we bring up the official art of these fucks? This is how they look. It's not even, like, sprite jank. That's just their faces. They just look like that. What is going on with their mouths? I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Move out. Bye. Why are they like that? What do they do all day in that cave, do you think? What do they do all day, guys? Butt stuff? Sirs! They've got an extensive, expansive underground network of tunnels. This is an emotional reunion, sirs! Someone said, good thing they never show them from the back, by the way. And I'd just like to point this out. There you go. There's their asses. You're welcome.
Yeah. Took you long enough.
He shoots him out of the cannon.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? No, I don't think he even does that. You're not in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore. Outsiders be gone. Nice. Okay, let me do just a normal level 1 Splash Bros here. What the fuck? Am I supposed to hit A there? I'm hitting A, is all. You hit the button that your guy is. Look at his face. Even watching the hand I throw with won't help you. It's weird. That was like him getting possessed by the spirit of like shitty Mario bosses from Mario 64, where they're like, you'd better not grab me by my tail and throw me into the mines surrounding all of my arenas. Not bad. Not bad at all. I hate his face there. I'm not actually paying attention to what arm he's using. I'm just sort of like using... Okay, wow. Wow, I remember that guy being a lot harder. It's these guys again. Oh, look at him grinding his teeth. Right, he lights the fuse. Custom angry sprite. I love how he's like, you gotta save her voice so I can kidnap her. He's so into it. Did I actually give him all of my money? No. Wait, he didn't take any of my money. Nice. So he made you earn back all the 100 coins you gave him, and then keep the rest. Because I killed him. Surely I should have taken the 100 coins that he stole from me off of his rotting corpse, but whatever. You fiends! Right. This is Peasley's entrance, I believe. Yeah. You kidnapped Prince Peasley. Actually, no. This is his, like, guards. I think Prince Peasley is at the top of the mountain, right? Bald-faced lies. We're clearly mustachioed. Oh, it's this guy, right? He's like, I can vouch. They're really tough. They can't do bros moves to save their fucking lives, though. Hoo-Hoo Village on the flanks of Hoo-Hoo Mountain. I am a cactar from Final Fantasy. Just straight up. Right, this guy's fucking house. I remember this. I was like, yo, this is a fucking lit house. Is it supposed to be like this? It looks like it's broken, but the guy seems chill. This land is largely populated by the Beanish peoples, but there are other races like ours. We're from Final Fantasy. My pores are partying. Don't say that. Oh, I remember this part. We can't do anything with it yet, but that water, oh my god, I forgot about that shit. Here's the fucking fat Koopa. Dude, no matter what you hit me with, you can't knock me down. I think. Reading that line of dialogue over and over the first time I played this game, I got so annoyed at him. Inflation. Inflation. Oh wait, no, actually, I think I can do this right now because I just need to jump on him. We don't need to smack him with the hammer. Yeah, here we go. Wow, oh right. I think you just do this a few times and it gives you a few more coins. I also like the little hieroglyphics that have like smiling faces on them too. This is some more weird fetish shit. Didn't I say there's inflation in this game? There's probably more. Yeah, Bowser's Inside Story really covers a lot of like kink ground, I think. A shocking amount. Yeah, Super Princess Peach is its own like host of issues. Pretty sexist game, like weirdly sexist. Her superpower is her mood swings. And she's retrieving literally a vibrator. Like actually a vibrator. Like literally actually not even kidding a vibrator. And she has a vibrator in Mario RPG. It's not like sexist, I guess, but it's like whenever they... Sometimes the attempts to characterize Peach are maybe ill-fated, misinformed. And then, yeah, I heard Paper Jam was not great. And what an exciting, like, prospect, too, but then, yeah, it looked kind of lame. It was like, papercraft gimmick, and I was like, no! You know? I know, it sounds so childish, but, like, whenever they put that shit in, like, a new Paper Mario game, I'm just like, stop! Like, stop doing this! Nobody gives a fuck about papercraft, dude! I'm kidding, there's, like, one person who gives immense amounts of fucked about papercraft. Give back to Prince Peasley. I'm sorry, if you like papercraft, that's of course fine. I am of course, being a bit of a jokester here. But in my personal tastes, it's, like, just not what I come to Mario RPGs for, is, like, the paper stuff. It's like a little bit of it sprinkled on there like they did with Thousand Year Door, that was fine. But where it's like, you're fighting a hole punch, it's like, okay. Cackled has already begun smearing the butter of our next tasty plan over Beanbean Castle. Here is your halting place. Right, he like drops a big statue, yeah. You have to get a hammer. If only Mario wasn't like so goddamn fat, he could get around it. Look, they're Mario and Luigi. And I like that they have tiny little hammers on their heads, but they just use their heads. Stone just ain't gonna do it. Right, we have to like travel up to the top of the mountain to get like better stones too. I wish I could imitate that perfectly. That would be so beautiful. The Jump and Hammer Kings. I guess the whole hammer thing is from Donkey Kong, right? That's not even in Mario Bros. These guys' little shitty faces always were so funny to me. Yes, there's cut content of a bunch of different Nintendo characters showing up and giving you the different items, but they changed it to just be Olimar. Or not Olimar, Professor Egad. Although Olimar and Egad could be the same fucking species. Honestly, we also have these games to thank for adding lots of hot babes to the Mario lore. Remember the jellyfish ladies? That shit was hot. And who else? Fucking, I know Donkey included Cammy Koopa in his top 10 Mario babes video. That is, of course, a Koopa. There's like the hot like alien lady from Partners in Time. What's the other one? I feel like there's another like fucking like childhood sexual awakening moment in this game. There is a part where Cackletta possesses Bowser's body and Bowser gets tits. BTB does not stand for Bromthymal Blue. It stands for Big Titty Bowser. Yeah, that's right. I remember one thing from chemistry class in high school. You may now clap. I remember bromthymol blue because I almost fucking ingested some of that shit. Because my science teacher thought it would be a great idea for us to take a tube, stick it in bromthymol blue, and then inhale and exhale to show that it changes colors when exposed to what, like carbon dioxide. I had to rinse out my mouth at the eye washing station for like 15 minutes. I was late for my next class. Ah, travelers, I am Huhuros. I am Damo Tamaki from JoJo Part 8. Jojolian, dare you try this challenge? Yeah, I have to. You must start now. You must catch 10 Huhu spirits within 30 seconds. They're like little peace sign things. What even is this symbol? What am I looking at? Fuck. This sucks. Yep, okay. Not gonna be able to get that one either. It's just like stand at attention, I guess. Fuck you, cock. I think the strat, I might be able to like swoosh between them too. Like go diagonal. Can I? Okay, hold on. I don't think I can actually go diagonally and survive. Oh my god, I remember this being incredibly annoying. Literally just mashing. Bro, you're mashing. Wow. Here we go, I gotta fight his stupid fucking pillars. Yo, Angelo. Oh, we're both pretty low on like stuff. I should have fueled up before the fight, eh? Yomp. His stupid face. He's got like a beak. And let's chug some syrup, I guess. Might as well. I love that he like squeezes the bottle too. It's ostensibly a jar. He crushes it in his hand. Nice. Ah, man. Well, still killed his ass. Nice. And it is true that it's like worth doing that more. It's worth doing those more often than not because then I'll get the advance moves. You have passed this test too. Now you must face the test of reaching the summit. Didn't Vinny, when he was playing this, like he got all his save data wiped by Prince Peasley? Wasn't that a thing? Should I be worried about that? Or did it just crash his game and make him like lose a little bit of progress? So I remember that being a thing in like one of the highlight videos. Yo, dude, it's those guys from Mario World. I think they're just called dinos or something like that. Rex, yeah. And yeah, and they actually squash just like Mario World. Oh my god. Like, is that Prince Peasley thing like a well-known thing, or was that perhaps cosmic radiation causing a random bit flip? That's probably what it was. There was something fucking weird happened to me when I was playing Mario 2 on the NES, and I had the NES. You guys remember the NES? And it's like a shitty console that like makes NES games like glitch the fuck out. I was playing Mario 2 and I was fiddling with the cartridge just to make it like get like glitchy footage. And at one point, I know this is not like a cosmic radiation random bit flip. This is just because I was like messing with the cartridge, but it like credits warped me. It got me to the very end of the game. And at the end of that game, they give you a little screen that's like, here's which characters, because there's 4 playable characters in that game, which characters got like the most courses cleared. And it said 0000 for all of them. And I like quickly turned on my recording software because I was like, I just got the speedrun world record. But of course that wouldn't actually be accepted. But it was just like a random hardware glitch that fucking credits warped me, and it was so cool. Does anybody else empathize with this, where like playing a game when you're younger, it feels like the first part of the game took like a million years. It's like you're a new person by the time you've reached the second area, and then playing it as a grown-up, you're like, I can blast through this game in like a day. I mean, I'm not gonna do that with this, but you know, that's an exaggeration. But anybody else kind of feel that? I'm thinking about like Mario 64 DS when I played it when I was younger, and like there are those blocks where you hit a switch and it makes it so the blocks actually have something in it. Nice, look at that pro gamer move. And I remember seeing those blocks early on in the playthrough and being like, I'll never get those. That's such a like mythical thing. When am I gonna get to see those? And then finally when I did, I was like, wow, I'm like at a different point in my life now. I finally unlocked the fucking like wing cap blocks. This is so magical. And here it's like, yeah, I'll just breeze through like 10 areas. Fools! That's a really rare stone. It's called a hoo-hoo block. Anyone who tries to kick a hoo-hoo block down the mountain is a thief in my book. Townsfolk are all worried about me, really, but I didn't mean to make them worry. I saw Prince Peasley and followed him up here. Then I saw this huge egg had appeared. Right, we have to fight the thing that's in the egg. He's literally just Horton from Dr. Seuss. He hatches the egg. I can't take the suspense. Goo gua. Right, it's like a baby. And there goes the rock. It floats, apparently. It fell right into their fucking chimney. How convenient. Talk about one crazy egg. Oh, it spat a rock at him. It's been imbued with the energy of this area. Equivalent exchange. Look at this fucking weird thing. I kind of love the stanky sprites in this game. I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia. Yeah, this game, somebody's like, there's so many just weird random bosses in this game. I feel like that's following in the tradition of Mario RPG on the SNES, and I feel like in Mario RPG, I was so sick of like all the fucking mini bosses by the end. There were just so many, just over and over, and I was like, stop, let this game end. There you go. I didn't get the final hit. Wow, I pounded him into the fucking ground. I compacted his spine. He'll never walk again. Okay. Okay. I forget. He, like, stands on this thing, right? To, like, gain some height. Make it harder to dodge. Fuck. If only he realized that he could just get closer without putting a rock there and still make it more difficult for me. Someone said Squilliam Fancyson. I agree. I hate his little hair. It's awful. And it deserves to be burned. Bye. Oh, God. I'm so... Oh... I'm experiencing secondhand embarrassment for my own younger self playing this and losing to all these bosses repeatedly. I just had no idea of, like, basic strategy, I guess. Oh, it's Prince Peasley! He was the guy! Alright, time to crash my game. Ha 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 ha! God, I forgot about that gleam effect. Cheers to your mustaches. This incredibly dazzling man is none other than Prince Peasley. What happened to you? Kapwing! Ha ha ha! Yeah. I don't actually care about this guy. They transformed me into that and shut me inside the egg. Maybe this guy is like why that thing had weird hair. What the fuck? Oh, right, that's his little cushion that he flies around on. I wouldn't worry about Princess Peach. I'm quite sure she'll be fine. Okay, asshole. Give me the gift of a game crash. Boy, did you two arrive at exactly the right time. One literally fell out of the sky. I love that the rock floats, but it's also the hardest material ever. Is this adamantium? Nice. We went ahead and made 2 hammers out of one little tiny lump of rock that is smaller than one of the individual hammers. I love how they're like siphoning off water from the waterfall. Isn't that cool? It's a cute little detail. There's lots of cute little details like that in these games. Hammer! Jump! Nut! Nice. The inaugural nut. I think later on we unlock the ability to hammer the guy in front of us, which is a great ability. Wink fucking wink. Lol, lamau, lol. Lamau, lol, lamau. Crunch! Oh, right, there's a fucking... What is up with that? Whose flaming rock is this? Okay, oh, this guy and his bean dog. Whoa there, Pods. It's been a Goomba's age since we've had any strangers in these parts. If you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go a-stopping you. I'd advise watching out for trouble. No one knows where them rails lead. I remember this. And you have to control the flashlight. Yeah, little ball of light to illuminate Luigi or whatever. Care to ride in the carts? Let's just do it. I'm crazy. I kind of don't even remember. I feel like there was a different minecart game in Super Mario RPG that was like mode 7 shit, right? That was hokey. But I think I did absolutely fucking perfect. This spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad ride of my life. What the fuck? He's gonna die. He's fucking dead. I am blazing through this game. We are making fast progress. We never taught you how to use your head. Yeah. No. I remember how it works. Try being polite, will ya? Wait, really? Why give me the option? Fuck you. Oh, that's so assy. That fucking bean in the background. The thing on top of it. Did it ever look... Okay, you guys see right above the word whack. That bean thing. It looks like there's a green cartoon arrow pointing upward that's like animating. And I know it's just a thing that's just like a leaf thing on the top of those plants, but I always thought it was a little arrow pointing up that's like just cut off. So if you wait too long, you like hold back the hammer and then wait a beat and then whack it. That's smarts. Good thing I'm invincible. I'm a hammerhead bro, so I'll be fine. No big deal. Yay. He's silently screaming internally. He can't control the words that he's saying. He's like, hit me again! Ha ha ha! Yeah, if you mess up enough times, they actually come and take the hammers away from you, which is really fucked up. Yeah, boy. Let's not fight any enemies. I guess we got it. So look, that's the leaves that I keep thinking, or that when I was younger I always thought was like an arrow. Oh no! It's this area with this music. I think this place gets like niceified and then re-wrecked later on in the game. Town was attacked. The horror. Luigi who? Shh, I have no idea. Boing. Oh my god. backs away in horror. No, mistaking it. Translating these games must have been such a, like, big fucking deal. I think they did a good job. Yeah, Luigi is Prince Peasley's lover, according to chat. I'm Lady Lima. Highest of the ladies. Yeah, she's fucking stoned, dude. Bang, 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 bang. They're just spamming jump at this point. Pardon me, I don't speak Italian. Oh, right, she makes us, like, do a dumb platforming thing. Oh, God, this is gonna take a while. I should probably just end here. She rappels down on a little rope. Repair the castle's plumbing. Right, this is the part where we actually plumb. Oh, my God. I forgot about this. We do actual plumbing. Show me the worth ethic of the Superstar Mario Brothers. I think this is where we fight some more classic Mario Bros. Enemies. Yeah, fighter flies and maybe the crab dudes too. But this was fun. I'm really digging getting back into this. Make them face diagonal, so it's like Mario RPG. There we go. But very cool game. Having a blast. It's so much easier than I remember it being. And I'm sure this game will kick my ass at a certain point. Remember that one boss in Bowser's Inside Story that's like clones of Mario and Luigi and Bowser's memory banks, and they can revive each other? That shit kicked my ass. That shit kicked my fucking ass. I remember that specifically. But thanks for watching, everyone. Yahoo! Spin! Tired! Tired? Hold on, wait. Hi! Etc.